Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. Crafted for almost 30 years, yeah, that long. But if you want to learn how to decorate your home on a budget while having fun at it, subscribe, stay tuned, and hit the like.
DIY number one, and for this one I'm going to use one of these pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and this is the carvable pumpkins. I'm going to remove the tag and then I'm going to cut the lid just like this. We're going to make a lid for our pumpkin soup. Now that I have cut it, I'm going to remove all the excess, and as you can see, we're going to use the lid as well. Now I'm going to take a piece of cardboard and I'm just going to trace the top part of our pumpkin. It can be called the top part. Now I'm just going to cut it, making a circle, and I want to make it smaller because I just want to cover the center of the pumpkin like this. And now that we have a lid, I'm going to take this mango color, and I'm just going to paint all the border like that. And after I finish with that, I'm going to paint the lid as well. We want to make this look like a pumpkin soup on a pumpkin. Now I'm gonna take this vivid orange and some of this melted chocolate, and I'm gonna mix them together to make a more pumpkin kind of color because that pumpkin looks really fake. So I'm just gonna use this paint and I'm gonna cover my pumpkin like this all over, and I'm gonna do the same with the lid. Then I'm gonna take this spackling and I'm just gonna place it on a plastic cup like that, and I'm gonna mix some of that vivid orange and some of that melted chocolate so we can make our pumpkin soup. Let me just mix this really well like this. And when I finish mixing it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of water, and I'm just spritzing some of that water here so I can mix it, and it is a little bit runny because we want this to look like our pumpkin soup. Then I'm just gonna spread it like that all over, covering that lid. And when I finish with that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some thingies to this so we can have a little bit more texture. Let me just spread this soup all over like that. And just like that, I'm gonna keep on doing this. Don't worry if you see that this is a little bit pale, because we're going to do something else a little bit later. I added this drizzle, but don't worry about this drizzle because we're going to cover this in paint because that color was a little bit pale. Now I'm going to use some of these beautiful foam beads that I got from Amazon, and I'm just adding them to the top. They look like sprinkles. That's why I decided to paint them. So I'm going to use more of that vivid orange and more melted chocolate, and I'm going to mix them together like that to make a beautiful color. And I added a little bit, just a little bit of that melted chocolate so we can have a beautiful pumpkin soup color. And I'm gonna paint all of this as I told you. Then I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna take this coconut milk color and I'm just gonna make a drizzle. I'm gonna drizzle this like this, and then I'm gonna take some of this moss, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some garnish for our soup. What I'm doing is I'm just squeezing a little bit that moss and sprinkling it all around, using as my glue the paint that it is a little bit wet still. Then I'm gonna take my piping bag with my 1M Wilton tip, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of spackling inside her like that. And just like that, we're gonna make a piping bag for our soup. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a thingy like a rosette on top. And this is the pumpkin soup that I wanted to make, and this is the one that I got. I want to know what you think, and I want to know what you think if I made justice to the beautiful and tasty pumpkin soup. And this is part of the Falling for Turkey challenge, and I'm co-hosting with my beautiful friend Kate from So Kate. In the description box down below, you're gonna find the link to the playlist as well as her channel, so you can go and check her out. Go and check out that playlist. You're gonna find lots of beautiful things there. Now for DIY number 2, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Start thingy molds and some Model Magic. I'm just gonna warm that Model Magic into my hands like that just to make it softer. so we can make a snaky kind of thingy. Now what I'm doing is I'm just using my hands to make that snaky kind of thingy, and then I'm gonna place it like this on the border of that tart mold. I'm just gonna play around with it so we can make it look like a crust for a pie. Now I'm gonna take this beautiful almond latte color and some of this royal gold metallic. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint first with the almond color all that border like that. I'm gonna repeat it with the other one, and then I'm gonna take my beautiful gold and I'm just gonna spread it all over that border, and it will make it look like it is a crust. And now I'm gonna take some of this spackling and I'm gonna mix it with vivid orange and some melted chocolate as well. I'm gonna add my vivid orange over here, and then I'm gonna bring my melted chocolate color and I'm gonna add a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna mix it really well like this so we can have our pumpkin pie. I added a little bit of water, and then I'm gonna take this mixture and I'm gonna spread it on my pumpkin pie. And just like this, I'm gonna add it like that, spread it really well to make it look like a pumpkin pie. And it is looking delicious already. And I'm just gonna spread it and then do the same with the other one. Now that I have both of them, I'm gonna add a little bit of water just to soften that texture down so it looks like an actual pie. And then I'm gonna do that to the other one. So we have a beautiful set of pies. Now I'm gonna take more vivid orange and more melted chocolate, and I'm gonna mix them together so I can paint that pie, because the color was a little bit pale and I want a pie that looks like a pie. So now I'm just mixing it, then I'm gonna paint it like this. And I'm painting it really well. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this dry so we can make our whipped cream. So let me just finish painting. I'm gonna take this Wilton tip, and this is the 18. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of that white spackling on the inside of my bag, and we're gonna prepare our bag so we can start piping our whipped cream. Now that I have my piping bag ready, I'm gonna start piping my whipped cream all over my pie, and I started on the edge like this just to cover some imperfections that I had when I was spreading my pie. And I'm gonna keep on doing this all around like that, and I'm just making those cute flower star thingies. Then I'm gonna do a rosette in the middle, and this is the pie that I wanted to do, and this is the one that I got. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because yeah, I'm biased. It is so cute. It looks delicious, but you cannot eat it.
If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. Remember that in the description box down below, you're gonna find all the links to my social media, so you can go and check me out over there, and we can be friends and have lots of fun.
Now for DIY number 3, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab those plastic cups, some vivid orange and some of that melted chocolate brown. I'm gonna mix those paints together like that, and then when I mix them, I'm gonna add a little bit more of that melted chocolate so I can start painting the inside of the glasses like this. I'm so sorry, I'm out of frame. But you can see what I'm doing. I'm just painting it completely like that, and I'm gonna go to the top just like this so I can clean up the excess. We are making pumpkin spice latte, and I know that's the drink of the season, and I just love it. Now I'm just cleaning the excess like this with a towel, and it is a wet towel, and I'm going to remove all of that excess. And as you can see, I'm not making a straight line, because now I'm going to take this almond latte kind of color, and I'm just going to paint the top part like this. This is what makes it look like a pumpkin spice latte. Now I'm gonna take these cups and I'm just gonna trace them like that on a piece of cardboard, and I'm gonna cut those circles like this. Then I'm just gonna cut a little bit more so I can fit it inside my glass like that, or paper, no, plastic cup, not paper. And I'm just gonna add it like this, add a little bit of hot glue like that, and now it's secure. Now we can add a little bit of spackling on a plastic cup, another one, another plastic cup. And we're gonna add some of this vivid orange and more melted chocolate. As you can see, melted chocolate and vivid orange are the theme of this video. And I'm just gonna mix them together really well like that. Add a spritz of water. And then I'm gonna take this mixture and I'm just gonna spread it on top of my glasses, like this. This makes it look like we have our pumpkin spice latte over there. Now I'm gonna do the same with the other one, like that. Then I'm gonna take my 1M Wilton tip and some spackling, and I'm gonna prepare my piping bag, just adding my spackling inside the piping bag, making sure that I have it set like this, so we can start piping our whipped cream on our pumpkin spice latte. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this and go around, then I'm gonna add a little bit more on top like that. Then I'm gonna take my pumpkin pie spices and I'm gonna add them to the top, and then I'm gonna take some cinnamon sticks like that, add one here, and one of these embellishments from Dollar Tree, and I think this is an acorn. And this is what I wanted to make, and this is how they look, but I want to know what you think, so go ahead and let me know in the comments below, because yeah, I'm biased. They look so good, good enough to drink. And I will drink both of them. Now for DIY number 4, I'm gonna take these sponges that you can find at any dollar store, and I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna cut them in half like this. We're gonna make cakes, so I'm just gonna make them like that, longer, and use my vivid orange. Yeah, you know that. So I'm just gonna paint it like this, and as you can see, I'm not covering everything. I just want to add a little bit of orange to those sponges. Then I'm gonna take my melted chocolate and I'm just gonna dry brush that melted chocolate all around, making sure that I'm passing or going through those edges. Now I'm gonna take my Fast and Final spackling and I'm gonna start frosting it, and as you can see, I'm just using an old spoon and going all over like this. I'm just gonna add my frosting just like this. Play around with your frosting until it looks perfect, and repeat that with your other piece of cake. Yeah, this was a piece of cake. And now I'm gonna take my pumpkin pie spices and add a little bit on the top, and that's it. And this is what I wanted to make, and this is what I got. So let me know what you think, because I think this ones look so real and I just love them. They are so cute. If you want to buy me some crafting supplies, you will find this link in the description box down below. You don't have to do that. You can support your favorite creator by watching, sharing, and liking their videos. But if you want to buy me crafting supplies, this link, you will find it in the description box down below, and you will get a shout out in my channel. Now it's time for the final reveal, and here you can see the set and all of them together, and I'm so in love with these ones. They are perfect to decorate a tier tray or maybe a tray on Thanksgiving. I think they are just perfect. Everything pumpkin looks beautiful. Go ahead and let me know what you think, because yeah, as you can see, I'm biased. And remember that in the description box down below, you're gonna find the link to the playlist as well as the link for Kate's channel. Go and check her out.
That's it for today. This is everything I have for you. Remember to share this video with a friend, hit the like, and let me know what you think in the comments below. That's the free way to help your girl out. That makes YouTube notice that you like this video, and it will recommend it to other beauties like yourself. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.